Hello and welcome to part 12 of my Foundations of Yoga video series. This is the second to last episode and is a continuation of the psychology of yoga. When you recognize what an important role that the mind plays in yoga, you can see why exploring the mind is essential. As conditioning in the body narrows the body's movements, so do habits in the mind tend to make you more narrow-minded. A narrow mind involves more than just being attached to a particular set of beliefs. It narrows the whole field of perception and also cuts off emotional responsiveness and empathy. Rigidity in the mind constricts mental movement and consequently limits the field of what is possible for you in life. The beliefs, values, and even the desires that live in thought create self-images that determine what you think, imagine, and therefore what you do. In physical yoga, the process of confronting and nudging the body's limits, blocks, and conditionings opens and transforms you. So too, as you get to know your mind, how it works, and where your psychological limits are, the process opens the mind and literally expands consciousness. How much do memory, expectation, and immediate gratification affect the way you do yoga? What thoughts come up during your yoga practice? Are there postures you look forward to doing, while you avoid others? Do you hurry the ones you don't like to get them over with? Does your mind wander? Do you contemplate what posture to do next, how long you have left to go, or what you're going to do after yoga? These type of thoughts may cross your mind while doing yoga. Naturally, they greatly influence how you do the poses and the quality of energy generated. Most of us involved in yoga tell ourselves we want to grow. If we look honestly at this, what we generally mean by growth is keeping everything about ourselves and our lives that we like, getting rid of what we don't like, and getting more of what we think we're going to like. Real growth and transformation move you not only from things you don't like, but also from pleasures and habits you're attached to that are no longer serving you. You cannot be certain how you would be if you were different, or in what direction growth will take you. Real growth has aspects of unpredictability in it that can not only alter your habits, but even your very likes and dislikes, or the preferences that underlie your habits. People often ask this kind of question: to do yoga, will I have to give up wine or steak? It's important to understand that the fear of giving up or losing certain pleasures, whatever they may be, can bring the reaction of holding on more tightly, which limits your yoga and your growth. There are so many pleasures and habits that define your life, your very personality. The old, by its nature, has a comfort. Even your problems and hang-ups are a form of security against change. Some habits and pleasures are appropriate only during certain periods of life. Others can remain fitting if modified, while still others might meaningfully stay with you over your lifespan. Whether what you are doing is in fact right for your life is a basic question that cannot be answered through formulas. One of the real gifts that yoga gives is more sensitivity to life, which can move you toward what is appropriate for you. In the process of yoga, habits and ways of being can leave or modify on their own. This is not to say there is no resistance to letting go of old pleasures, or that you do not have to use intelligence to free yourself from aspects of your life that are no longer appropriate. Rather, the energy of yoga and the awareness it brings make more obvious what is and is not conducive to your well-being. The day-to-day practice of yoga gives you messages that are very difficult to ignore. There is an edge that each of us must confront between growing, which is an adventure, and holding on to security. Some security is necessary as a base to move from, while too much dampens growth and dulls life by keeping newness out. One of the remarkable things about yoga is that it generates energy that opens you while building the physical, mental, and emotional strength to assimilate change in your life. This gives an entirely different kind of security. The security of knowing that you can respond to whatever challenges life may bring. And that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the final episode and the wrap-up of the psychology of yoga.